Nvidia is so far ahead of everybody else in their market. They are growing at light speed without a rival, and yet their stock price dropped after these earnings. Now, Nvidia is the most important company on the stock market right now. It is the premier stock market darling, and it has been for the last couple of years. Now, Nvidia just reported earnings, so let's deep dive into this. Now, before we get started, let me just say that if you like content like this, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this and hit that thumbs up button for me. Nvidia is not just a stock market darling, it is the premier, arguably the most important stock on the stock exchange right now. Nvidia is the world leader in AI chip design and software. It controls 80 to 90% of the market. Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, they all do business with Nvidia. The company is valued at over $3 trillion. In the last 5 years, its stock grew 2,700 plus percent, almost 3,000% gains in the last 5 years. Just really astronomical numbers. They have also just announced a $50 billion stock buyback. They are just head and shoulders above everybody else. This last quarter, they just reported $30 billion in revenue. Over $30 billion in revenue. They project next quarter to be over $32 billion in revenue. That $30 billion that they reported is 122% more than this time last year. So again, the company is just growing at astronomical numbers. It just completely dominates its market. And anytime when somebody controls 80 to 90% of a single market, but now we are talking about AI and chip, and just the companies that buy from Nvidia are also some of the largest companies in the world. So it's literally in the perfect position right now, in the hottest market, in what Wall Street is into, and just kind of standing head and shoulders above alone right now. Nvidia is so far ahead of everybody else in their market. They are growing at light speed without a rival, and yet their stock price dropped after these earnings. Now, we should never get too focused on one single day, one specific day for a stock, especially a company like Nvidia that's grown so much. One day of dropping a couple percentage points isn't really going to trade anything if you own the stock. Now, if you're day trading or if you have options on the stock, yeah, these earnings might have affected you. And there were a lot of calls that were put in during this time, with the earnings. People were expecting it to go up, and it's just kind of didn't work out that way. But if you're, if this is like a core holding of yours, they looked phenomenal as far as what the company was able to produce and what they're projecting to produce. But the question that does come up, how sustainable is this? And not necessarily how their profits and what they're going to do as a company, but this type of growth, growing at 2,700 or close to 3,000% in the last 5-6 years. How sustainable is growth at those levels for any company on the stock market? Nvidia is really just kind of testing the market, because it's like the premier stock right now. Whenever their earnings come up, it's like a financial must-see event. Everybody's paying attention to them. This is the Wall Street darling right now. And you got to understand, big tech is investing so heavily in AI right now, in that type of technology, and they have to buy from Nvidia. The chips and the different things that they do on that level, they have to buy from them. Google, Microsoft, Meta, formerly known as Facebook, they've all recently done earnings, and at their earnings, they have stated how they will continue to invest in AI in the coming years. And we're not talking about, little money here and there. Each one of them, tens of billions of dollars that they're going to be investing in AI in order to grow technologically their own companies. Well, in order to fulfill those investments, they are going to have to buy from Nvidia certain chips, certain products and services. So Nvidia is just set to benefit from this tech boom that we're in for years and years to come. Now, there are other companies that are trying to compete. You know, you've heard in the news recently companies trying to buy each other out and different things to have a bigger platform or a bigger share, but this company literally controls over 80% of the market. Its dominance is too far for somebody to catch at this point. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be forever. Others will come up with different products and different things will come on the market, but as of right now, with the tech boom that we are in and the investment that major tech firms are putting into it, Nvidia is set to benefit from the majority of that pot. Now, for Nvidia, about 26 billion or 87% of their revenue comes from their data center business. So that is their bread and butter right now. That is where a lot of the money is being made for Nvidia, but this company has other things that are coming out down the pipeline. They are not looking to stop anytime soon. Again, projecting to make 32 billion next quarter, which is more than people were looking for in the estimates. They were looking for about 31.8, 31.9. They're projecting to make like 32.5. So a lot of money is going to continue to flow in to this company. It's only going to continue to grow and get larger. You know, with the stock price just dropping, can't say what the stock price is going to do, but this is a very hot company right now that's benefiting from this tech AI boom. If you like content like this, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this and hit that thumbs up button for me.